Hey guys, it's your girl Barbie with Statue Mania, and I'm here to show you my latest addition. This is a quarter scale custom made ICEMAN. So let's get started. So the base is very simple. It's just round, very thick and very heavy. It's got a little bit of details on it, kind of like a stone-like detail, and this is very heavy. So I'm assuming they only made this that way to support this huge wave, which starts here at the front, but it extends outward outside of that round base. So if they wouldn't have made that heavy, then this would be tipping over because this is very heavy. So the way they made this was actually really cool. It's a clear resin. You could tell they gave it like a clear coat and also some shades of blue in there. So it's got areas that are frosted and then a lot of areas that are very clear. So they did a good job in mimicking the ice effect on this base. And then as we move to the back, we have these icicles. Those are actually all attachments and they attach with magnets. So it's very strong and very sturdy. Again, very nice, clear blue shades. So if you guys saw the live unboxing on Darth Castle, I actually had a little bit of an issue trying to put this one together. The reason being is because he pegs in the front and then the back, he's supposed to sit in an area where it's marked for his foot, and that doesn't have a peg, but it's got a piece of the resin that sticks up, which is supposed to support him tightly in there. Now, the way I put him in was I left the peg out a little bit and then I pushed him back far enough to where I can get the front of his foot in and then push him back forward. And that way there was no damage to the statue, no breakage, but it was definitely a little bit of difficultness there. Now, in terms of paint, he's a little bit more frosted looking than the actual wave itself, but he's got more of the shading, blue shades in between the muscle lines. And with the way they did the muscles, I think they did a very good job on that as well. Very detailed. Now he comes with 2 swap out hands and 3 swap out portraits. Now this is actually my favorite one. I have the screaming portrait with this arm that shows his powers. Those are actually attachments that attach with magnets at the top, and then these little icicles attached with little tiny pegs. And then this is the screaming portrait, which is my favorite one. And we have this portrait, which is a more stoic look. Now that one I feel would look a lot better with the other swap out arm. Like I said, these magnets are very strong. So that would be the regular hand. And again, this hand has a lot of detail in the muscles here on the arm. Now, this arm I don't like too much because it's got a little bit of a seam right here. It looks a little bit more noticeable on the camera than it does in person, but I'm still not too fond of it. Now, with the other arm, you can't really tell because the other attachments kind of like, you know, kind of hide that, so you can't really tell that much. But I guess that would be the only thing that would bother me a little bit about the statue, that tiny seam on the arm right there. So we have the last portrait, which is the more modern look. It's got a spiky hair and he's got this muted face. There's no lips there, just the eyes, but still a very cool portrait. So I think it's kind of hard to find a statue where you have 3 swap art portraits and you actually like all of them. And in this one, you actually have 3 that are very nice. To me, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite look. It's a very powerful look. It shows his powers. He's got that one arm clenched to the back. So it's a very cool look. I like it. And you could tell he is riding that wave and using his powers at the same time. Another cool thing that you could do is you could get one of these like puck lights and just put it behind him and then turn on the light and just use the white light, and it gives it this nice little glowy effect. It makes it really pop. So that's like one of the cool things with statues that have they're either clear resin or have parts that are clear resin. You could always put a light somewhere near it to where it will make it glow and give it a nice little effect. So I'm gonna measure it for you guys. And he's 22.5 inches tall. Then we have so to the widest area, he would be about almost 20. And then the depth will have to be towards the back of the wave, all the way to the extended arm. And we're looking at another 22.5 inches. So all in all, he's under 25 inches in width, height, and length. I'm sorry, width, height, and depth. So overall, I'm very happy with the statue. To me, it is a nice representation of ICEMAN himself. I like how he's using his powers. I like that that screaming, you know, here I come type of look on his face. To me personally, this is a grail. I am super happy with it. I love it. It's just an amazing looking piece. It's very simple, but very dynamic. If you guys were to maybe pick this up on the secondhand on the market, I would totally jump on it. You know, it's just truly an amazing piece. Now, I also do have another custom ICEMAN, and I have a licensed ICEMAN coming in. So it'll be nice to see how all three look together side by side and compare in terms of paint, detail, and sculpt. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Make sure to leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and subscribe. Also, make sure to subscribe to Darth Castle Friday nights open mic. You'll have a blast in there. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.